Can I be honest with you? For years, I did everything I was supposed to do. Good job, benefits, 401k. I budgeted, worked overtime. I thought I was doing it right, but I was always broke. Not homeless broke, but that constant low-key anxiety where you check your account before buying groceries, where a $500 surprise feels like a disaster, and I couldn't figure out why. Then I realized I'd been lied to. Not by one person, but by a whole system of comfortable myths that everyone repeats because everyone else is repeating them. And these myths, they're expensive. They cost you time, freedom, and the financial life you actually want. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 most dangerous money myths that kept me stuck and might be quietly keeping you stuck right now. Let's go. Myth number 1, the safe job. Get a good job with a stable company, work hard, and you'll be taken care of. Here's the problem. A job is not security. It's a single point of failure. When your entire financial life depends on one employer, you're not secure, you're vulnerable. My dad worked for the same company for 28 years, and they restructured. 2 weeks notice and a cheap watch. Done. That's when I realized true security doesn't come from a single salary. It comes from building your own assets, developing high-value skills, and creating multiple income streams. That safe job, it's a cage with golden bars, and you don't realize it's a cage until the door slams shut. Myth number 2, I just need more money. If I just made more money, I'd be fine. I got a 20% raise once. I was pumped. You know what happened? 6 months later, I was just as broke because I upgraded my car, moved to a nicer place, ate out more. My lifestyle expanded to match my income. Here's the brutal truth. It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. There are people making $60K, building wealth, and people making $250K, drowning in debt. The difference? Not the income, the system. The solution to being broke isn't just more money. It's a better strategy for managing what you already have. Myth 3, debt is a tool. Use leverage to build wealth. For most of us, that's a trap. Debt isn't a tool for you. It's a tool used on you. It's a leash that keeps you stuck in jobs you hate, prevents you from taking risks, and drains your future. Every dollar going to interest is a dollar that's not working for you. Now, the wealthy do use debt, but here's the difference. They borrow to buy cash-flowing assets, real estate, businesses. You and I, we're taught to borrow for depreciating liabilities, cars, stuff we don't need. Before you borrow a dime, ask, is this putting money in my pocket every month or taking it out? If it's taking it out, you're not leveraging, you're just digging. Myth 4, diversification means safety. Diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sounds smart, but here's what most people do. They buy a bunch of index funds and think, I'm diversified, but you're not. You're just broadly exposed to one thing, the stock market. If the market tanks, your whole portfolio tanks with it. Real diversification means owning different asset classes, real estate, a business or side income, skills that generate money outside a job, maybe intellectual property, commodities. The wealthy don't just own stocks, they own the companies, the real estate, the infrastructure. Your diversified portfolio, it's still just one basket. Start thinking, what else can I own, build, or control that creates value? Myth 5, follow your passion. Follow your passion, and the money will follow. I wanted this to be true. It sounds beautiful, but here's reality. The world doesn't pay you for passion. It pays you for value. Your passion might be photography or poetry. That's great, but unless people will pay you well for it, it's a hobby, not a business. Meanwhile, there's a shortage of plumbers, electricians, HVAC techs making serious money solving real problems. Better strategy? Develop a valuable skill the market rewards. Build financial freedom first. Then you'll have all the time and money to pursue your passions without stress. Freedom funds passion. Passion rarely funds freedom. Myth 6, financial literacy equals budgeting. Being good with money means having a tight budget. Budgeting is fine, but thinking that's all there is, that's like thinking boiling water makes you a chef. Budgeting is reactive. It tracks what you already spent. Financial literacy is proactive. It's understanding compound interest, how to read financial statements, how the tax code works, how to analyze investments. Most people obsess over cutting $20 from groceries. Wealthy people are legally slashing their taxes by tens of thousands of dollars using the same rulebook you have access to. Budgeting manages scarcity. Financial intelligence creates abundance. Stop clipping coupons. Start learning how money actually works. Finally, myth 7, the most paralyzing. It takes money to make money. This lie keeps people frozen. I can't invest. I'm broke. I'll start when I have capital. So they never start. Here's the truth. It takes creativity, not capital. The wealthiest people I know started with nothing. They started with a skill they learned on YouTube, a service they offered, cleaning, writing, tutoring, solving one problem for one person, then 10, then 100. The first money is made with time, energy, and hustle, not cash. You build the first $1,000, then reinvest, then scale. The question isn't when will I have enough to start? start. It's when will I clear these mental blocks and build with what I have right now? All right, let's wrap. I know some of this stung. Maybe it hit close to home. But here's why I'm passionate about this. I believed these myths, and they cost me years. It wasn't until I started questioning the things everyone knows that things changed. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one myth from this list, the one that hit hardest, and this week, take one action to break free. Open a separate savings account for opportunity cash. Read one book on wealth strategy, not just budgeting. Research a skill the market values. Offer one service to make an extra $500 this month. Just one step, because you don't overhaul your life overnight. You dismantle the myths one by one and replace them with truth, strategy, and action. Drop a comment and tell me which myth hit you hardest. If this story added a value to your life, please subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.